Well, good morning. Chris here with the Daily Octane. I'm up and moving around here. It is the day after the 4th of July, which would be July 5th for those that do the math. I am drinking my coffee here before starting my day. I think I'm gonna get a bike ride in. Both of my kids have voice lessons this morning, so I have to get them to that. Some confusion about what time that starts. I believe I got to had them there at 10:30 or 10:20, something like that. So I'm gonna try to get on my bike for like an hour, grab some footage. Not even sure where I'm gonna go. This is a 2015 Trek Domane carbon fiber. I'm gonna mount this right here and see what kind of video we get. Do a little time lapse. I'll stop a couple times along the way as well. Gotta set up my Strava ride. I have a Strava premium account and I swear by it. Alright, here we go. Let's see how this works out. I don't have a lot of faith in it. I am kind of concerned that it's going to lose the horizon. Exactly working out the way I planned. The Karma mount for the GoPro loses the horizon a lot on the bike, so I figured I'll just use it for some selfie shit on the way. There's some nice waterfall type stuff. So that's the 315 brewery. They're supposed to be growing hops there. I'm not sure why that's taking so long to get started, but I do have to get in there and check them out at some point. I haven't been there yet, and they've been open like 2 years, so I'm kind of slacking. All right, let's do a little test of this Karma Grip, climbing hills at a slower pace. See how this looks. So once again, on the way up here, it seems to lose tracking. So if I'm staying level, the camera will start to curve a little bit. That seems to be a continuing issue. So not sure how to counteract it or if that's even possible. I am heading up here. This is DeVoe Road. In the past, I've done a speed video on this hill. I'll link to it down in the description. It was on my old bike, so I'm gonna see what I can do in comparison. I've bombed this hill with this bike before, but never on camera, so we'll go ahead and mount this back up and see how it holds on the heavy descent. I'm up on the top of DeVoe Road. This is just outside the village of Camillus, near Syracuse, New York. For those of you that don't know what my home base area is, just take a look at this view. This is what we're dealing with here. You can see in the distance over there, that's the highway. We got farmland up in there. Over in this direction, pardon the sun, is the Syracuse area. Going west out this way, you head towards Jordan, Auburn, those kind of areas if you're looking on a map. I'm on the top of one of the higher hills. It actually is higher over there, but not as complicated of a climb. There's a couple spots that are steep. If you can see this road right here, that's, I think it's right in this area here. That is Monroe Road. That is a nice steep climb. So we're gonna give it a go here. Got a car coming, so we're gonna get moving and see how fast I can get this up to. Not sure why that car is braking, but that might end up posing a problem for me if they're gonna do that all the way down. So I seem to be flatting right now. Seems to be a recurring theme with this front tire. I'm going to really dig into this and try to figure out what's going wrong with it. It's not fully flat, but I can feel it flatting. I think I'm just going to put some air in it. Hope I can make it home. Alright, well I made it back. Tire, however, kept losing air, so a couple of firsts today. First time with the Karma Grip on the bike, and first time I've ever used CO2 cartridges to limp home on a flat tire. I just filled it up a couple times on the way back and it held up. Got back safely. I was only about 2.5 miles away, so it held up nicely. But I'm gonna go wake the kids up, get them off to their voice lessons, and then come back, shower, and start my work day. All right, so today was kind of a bust. I got my bike riding this morning, as I'm sure you just saw, but didn't really accomplish a whole lot else. Worked all day, and by the time I got out, kind of gored myself on a sub and passed out. I fell asleep about 7 o'clock this evening and slept until about 1:30 in the morning. So I've been up for a couple hours. It's currently 3:30 right now. Been up for a couple hours just editing, doing stuff like that, and putting a video out still in the morning. Unfortunately, it's not loaded with content. You're just basically going to get me riding a bike and a little montage of what this Karma Grip can do. My basic review on the Karma Grip is that it is wonderful for stuff like this. Like, it's nice and smooth for this kind of close-up motion kind of photography. I think it's fantastic. It definitely loses its edge, I think, when mounted on a bike, for example. It lost the horizon each time I rode for more than I don't know, a few hundred yards. It would lose the horizon. So it's not great for that. I've had good success with it mounted on my chest, just walking around. I think I went rollerblading with it mounted on my chest. It actually lost the horizon a little bit with that, but not as badly as it did on the bike. So the bike definitely seems to be a bigger issue as far as that goes. Tomorrow should be nice. Got to work during the day. I may get a paddle in the morning. We'll see how I feel when I get up. But tomorrow night, 7 p.m., IMAX showing of Spider-Man, the new movie by Marvel and Sony. So I'm going to watch that with the kids, and as soon as it's done, I'm going to put a review up. If Scott the truck driver makes it back from Canada
in time he'll be joining us at the movie, but we'll see how that goes tomorrow. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I know I'm still really new at this, so I have a long way to go as far as getting better at the editing process and just figuring out what good content is. So I appreciate any of you that are watching, any of you that continue to watch, and especially those that like the video, comment, and or subscribe to the channel. It's, you know, a brand new thing for me to really try to focus on this every day and spend some time doing it. So hopefully you're enjoying what I'm doing. There's a lot more to come. I got a lot more things happening. There's concerts coming up. There are trips coming up. And then just life in general. So I'm going to get into a little bit more stuff with diet and how I view diet and exercise down the road. But for now, just getting used to vlogging every day, and we'll see how that works out. Again, thanks for watching the Daily Octane. Enjoy life, guys. Have a good day.